I'm with Geddy Lee, lead singer of Rush and member of the Order of Canada. Congratulations.
Thank you.
A couple weeks ago, I was talking to a young Canadian band on our show, and I said, if there's one band whose career you could emulate in terms of their integrity and also their accomplishments, who would it be? And they said it would be Rush. So when you were a young Canadian band starting out, whose career did you want to emulate?
Oh, all of them. Yeah, I don't think there were, at that time, a whole lot of Canadian heroes, a lot of British heroes. I mean, I shouldn't say that. There was a group called Kensington Market that we loved a lot. And although I don't think they ever got much success outside of Canada, from our point of view, you know, if you were big in our town, you were big everywhere. You must be big everywhere. So.
Now, 27 years later, when you put out an album and it seems to automatically debut in the top 5 of the Billboard Top 100, how do you measure success now? What is it that makes you think, oh, we did it? This is a record that we did and we like it?
Well, I mean, you know, it's got to feel good musically. You know, every record is a kind of a precious jewel to me now at this stage of your career, where you really never know whether there's going to be another record or not. If you can do one that feels really good and you're really happy with the material and you've had a really good experience making the record together, then that's success to me. Of course, you want it to do well. You want your fans to like it. I mean, it's human nature. You want your work to be appreciated, you know. So you go out and you tour and you do all those things that are necessary to promote the record.
But isn't that tenuous? I mean, are you on a tightrope? Could it all sort of come down at any moment?
Yeah, it could end at any time because it's, you know, you're into the bonus years. You know, when you're 20 years plus, you know, there's no, there's not too many, what's the word I'm looking for, you know, examples that have gone before us that have lasted this long.
Yeah, well, Mick Jagger said after they made Exile on Main Street that they went out on tour for that record. He came home and he said, we've done it. You know, there's nothing left really. We've done it. But you find...
Well, as long as he's around, see, I'm a youngster. So I'm rooting for guys like him. So you want him to keep doing it. Yeah, he's, you know, he makes me feel like an adolescent.
Yeah.
But I think more and more, you know, the age thing is slowly dissipating, I think, if you are able to stay vital musically and certainly current. And that's the attitude we've always taken.
Right.
Is to try to stay current and not try to trade on our past, you know.
But you must also be into listening to new music, because I hear songs from Test for Echo on the radio next to Pearl Jam, next to Smashing Pumpkins and U2, and it does not sound out of place next to those other bands. So you must also be a lover and consumer of music if you're going to stay in this business.
Oh yeah, we all listen to a lot of different kinds of music, and we all have different tastes. I mean, I think as you get older, we don't just listen to new music. We listen to such a wide variety of music that's just one of the many things that, you know, we're very sponge-like, and we're very influenced by a whole lot of different styles of music and writing and art forms, and it all creeps into what we do.
But you still go out there and make huge groups of people rock. I mean, you still have to play or you do play. It's part of what you do with the arenas and stuff.
That's my job, you know. That's the idea. It is still rock. You want call it prog rock or call it whatever kind of rock you want to. There's still a word rock at the end of it, and that's really important to us. And that's the most, you know, fun part of the job. That's the recess part of the job. You know?
It is really.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it doesn't matter how complex the arrangement is or how serious the subject matter is. There's always a part of the night where you just want to cut loose and, you know, have some fun. What
are the gestures that happen in that you like the most? I mean, what are the things that you get to do on stage? I don't know whether it's like pumping a fist or holding the microphone out. I mean, are there gestures that come with it that are the favorite part of your job?
I don't know. Just, you know, those are things you look back in videos and you go, look what I'm doing. You know, I'm a grown man, for crying out loud. You know, you find yourself suddenly in midair and you're going, how did I get up here? You know, you have those, every once in a while you have those reality checks in the middle of a show, you know, because you lose yourself in the performance to a certain degree. And that's the beauty of it to a large degree, too. I remember a friend of mine who's a musician and doesn't get to play that often. And once I was complaining about, you know, am I getting too old to do this kind of stuff? And he just kind of stopped me in my tracks and said, look, you know, enjoy it, indulge it. It's your art form. It's you know, it's a beautiful thing to have the opportunity to be still doing this. And he was so right, and it always has stayed with me.
The 17-year-olds that bought your record, the 15-year-olds that bought your records when you first became successful, are they there with their kids now, or are they there alongside other 15-year-olds that are buying Test for Echo these days? I mean, what kind of an age range?
Yeah, some of them are. Some of them are. There's a scary age range out there some nights. I mean, you see guys that haven't aged so well either, you know, they look old, you know, big gray beards and kind of husky. And then you see, you know, somebody beside him, that's the first time they've ever been to a concert. I don't know how many times I have kids say that, you know, this is the first concert I've ever seen. So in some ways we've become a rite of passage, which is a weird thing into itself.
Yeah. If you decided to continue to be a musician professionally after Rush ended for whatever reason, what would an evening with Geddy Lee be like?
Jeez. Gershwin, you know, I don't know. Good question. You know, I guess I won't know until I get to that point.
Yeah. So do you guys get a tax break now that you're members of the Order of Canada?
That was my question. That was my first question.
Did you find out?
I haven't found. Nobody's told me yet. I don't think it works like that in Canada. Still have to line up at the LCBO to buy, you know, wine.
Geddy Lee, it was a pleasure to meet you. Congratulations, great honor.
Thank you.